Show me.
You know, as I get a little older and ever so slightly more mature, I try to be a more positive person. Being positive means giving movies that I don't like a second chance. So, I decided to give Wolf Warrior another watch. A movie that I haven't seen since the year it came out, and to be honest, I fell asleep about 30 minutes in. I woke up with somewhat like 20 minutes left in the movie, and when it ended, I pretty unfairly thought,
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
But I gave it another shot. I gave it a second chance. And, yeah, no, this is shit.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Now, before I give a plot rundown, let me tell you what brought me to this movie in the first place. Let me tell you what got me and everybody else excited. Scott Adkins is going to fight Wu Jing. I will repeat myself. Scott Adkins is going to fight Wu Jing. That is some Nakamura versus AJ Styles level shit. This is prime middleweight champion Anderson Silva versus John Jones with the cocaine. Goku is going head to head with Naruto or whoever your favorite anime character is. This is a big deal. Scott Adkins has been proving that he is the king of modern martial arts films since about 2006, and Wu Jing could have been the leader of the next generation of Chinese kung fu stars. As the bad guy and invincible target, Wu Jing is terrifying, and his movie Fatal Contact just goes for it on every single level. This battle is going to be the modern Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris, but we'll get back to them. Let's run down what exactly happens in Wolf Warrior. Wolf Warrior opens on a squad of soldiers raiding a drug lab. We are instantly shown how awesome of a sniper Wu Jing is with this epic and not totally obvious CGI bullet. I instantly remembered what I was watching. When random bad guy number 1 has a hostage, the team is told to stand down by their command center. I'm going to refer to this as the exposition squad, because that is just about all they do. So anyway, Wu Jing gets the order to stand down and he says, I want prestige in Modern Warfare 2, I'm gonna pwn this noob! And he shoots a wall until his bullet goes through it because he's just that damn good. This scene is cut between a hearing where Wu Jing is forced to explain his actions, but this is pretty much pointless when Wu Jing says, I won. There was no way it could go wrong because I won. So hey, you disobeyed the order and you're free to go with zero repercussions. As a matter of fact, you're gonna get a promotion in like 15 minutes. We then see our big baddie. At least I think he is. I mean, after this scene, we really don't see him for a good chunk of the movie. I don't even think he has dialogue. His home gets raided and he's about to be loaded into a car, but what's that? Oh no, white people! I mean, foreigners. They shoot up all the cops and yada yada. Big Daddy grabs the big gun and his face does this weird jiggle thing that, oh god, it totally takes the weight out of the moment. We quickly find out that Jiggleface is the brother of that guy that Wu Jing just killed, and he wants some good old-fashioned revenge, and somehow he knows exactly who killed him. Expendables 2 here tries to get Wu Jing drunk before assigning him to a new squad. He then gets dropped off in the middle of nowhere and ambushed by his new team, the Wolf Warriors. The leader tells him that he needs to get his shit together. They are the Wolf Warriors because wolves are social animals. They must work together. Yeah, I can't wait for that to totally come together in the final battle. Oh, we also got a flashback to like Wu Jing's father struggling in his own war, and yeah, this doesn't feel at all important. The team then goes through a training exercise that is pretty much just an expensive game of paintball with the lovely background vocals of the exposition squad.
You are unnecessary.
This scene is mostly important because it leads to what may be the best scene in the entire movie. A group of Wolf Warrior soldiers is literally surrounded by a pack of literal wolves. Wolves that look like they came out of an early 2000s Sci-Fi Channel original film. What even is this? I just want to see footage of these guys like swinging at the air. And what are these two doing? I thought the wolves were social animals and worked together. The scene is fucking amazingly terrible. The Wolf Warriors and the evil foreigners are finally going to clash when they are ambushed on their way to I don't think the film ever explained where they were going. They're just strolling through the woods. Hey look, Scott Adkins kicking ass. A couple soldiers get killed and we get a tease at Adkins versus Wu Jing, and this fight is going to be epic. After this little bit of excitement, it's time for the exposition squad to tell us what the f*** is going on in this damn movie. Jigglyface here, his name is Min Deng. He is an international broker and he's already crossed the border into China. Thanks for telling us who he is when we haven't seen his face in, nearly 30 minutes. We also find out that Scott Adkins' name is Tomcat. Yep, that's not a joke. That's real. Watermine, they're dead, guys get shot, and the group is pinned down. Wu Jing is forced to face a similar situation as his father did in that flashback we saw nearly an hour ago, and I don't care. Wu Jing outruns a sniper and flips him off. That's actually kind of funny. People get shot. Alright, I am the martial arts film freak, and unless you are John Woo, I do not care about your shootouts. Literally 20 minutes left in the movie, the exposition squad reveals that Jiggleface is actually planning on using a bioweapon that will release a disease that only affects Chinese people.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
But things are looking up because Wu Jing is chasing Scott Adkins, so the fight is coming soon. Wu Jing runs straight through 5 trip mines, and I just don't think that's how that works. And also, what happened to the whole wolves work together thing? Seems like Wu Jing did some shit on his own, caught up to a mostly dead group, and is now alone again running through tripwires. After surviving 5 explosions, Wu Jing steps on a landmine, and the movie is seriously ending soon. I do not have time for this shit. Expendables 2 finally yells something at the rest of the exposition squad that I've been wanting to say for the whole movie. Wu Jing digs a big ass hole around the landmine and just dives off of it to survive. We don't see anything, so we don't know why he lived. And before he gets up to continue his chase, he just has to kill more runtime by asking Expendables 2 if she has a boyfriend.
他问你有没有男朋友？
Well, we're waiting.
没有。
什么？
Moving along, Wu Jing gets up and catches Scott Adkins as if he didn't just waste all that time asking his boss if she was single, and the two spend an ungodly amount of time shooting dirt. The two finally square off, and let's do this! We've got 15 more minutes. That is plenty of time for these two to completely save the movie. Alright, great exchange. Please keep fighting.
跟我玩腿是吧？
Great back and forth, but stop talking.
You know, I gotta admit, you might not be the smartest soldier I've ever seen, but you are the bravest.
你还会讲中文吗 ？What？
Fight. And so Adkins just threw a fantastic kick, and he's talking again. I am starting to think that this fight is not going to save the movie.
Money. You ready to die for your country?
That's it? That's how we're ending this fight scene? We're just taking the live free or die hard route? There's still 12 minutes left. You just wrapped the most anticipated match of the year up in like 3 minutes, and 2 minutes and 20 seconds of it was spent talking. The rest of this movie isn't even worth discussing. The Chinese army shows up, but nope, they're bad guys because they have this scorpion tattoo that the hostage at the very beginning of the movie had, even though the movie spent 0 time showing us this tattoo at all. Jigglyface shows up. Wu Jing chases him down and catches him seconds before he meets up with his team of soldiers. 2 seconds later, the Chinese People's Liberation Army, or whatever they're called, shows up. Expendables 2 gives Wu Jing's dad a medal because we all cared about that storyline. These two flirt, this rock that says Chinese Boy Scouts blows up, and then we get a short blooper segment that this movie does not deserve. So what is wrong with this movie? Honestly, minus the fight scene, this movie is completely moderate. It's dumb, there are wolves that are dumb, the action is completely decent, but it could have been completely redeemed by a solid final fight. Random comparison. Tekken 2, Kazuya's Revenge. Never heard of it? Probably not. Yeah, it's garbage. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. But the final fight scene made me think, well, alright, I didn't hate that. Wolf Warrior had absolutely everything going for it with these two people. Giving these two a solid 7 to 10 minutes to do absolutely anything takes a barely less than average movie and makes it 100% worth the watch. Instead, we got maybe a minute and some change of decent action and a sudden anticlimactic death. It's such a waste. I didn't know how to put my frustrations into words, so I will paraphrase it with someone else's. While discussing modern Chinese kung fu films on the Comedy Film Nerds podcast a few years ago, Rick Myers compared Scott Adkins and Wu Jing to 2 people, Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire. 2 people who were the most talented dancers to grace the screen. When they danced, the entire body took up the screen because you wanted to see every precise movement they made because they left it all on the screen. Wolf Warrior had Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly in Scott Adkins and Wu Jing. And they didn't dance.